You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday edition of TVA's Good Morning Vail. I'm your host, Liz. I hope you're ready for a really nice show, some informative stuff, some great guests, and a lot of other really interesting things. So if you're ready, I am too. Sit back, relax. Good Morning Vail on TVA starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
We're here at the TVA Weather Center, and I have to say it was raining early this morning, and it looks like we're going to have 80% chance of same throughout the day. Your low today by 8 a.m. is 42 degrees. Today your high is 47 degrees, and winds will be coming at us from the south-southwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour. So we want to wear some rain gear today because, as you can see, rain showers for the most part of the day. By noon, 43. By 4 o'clock, it'll still be 43 degrees. Rain might lighten up a little bit by 8 p.m., mostly clear skies and 35 degrees. Taking a look right now, over in Denver, 63 degrees and sunny. That's where the sunshine is today. And in Vail, 80% chance of precipitation and 47 degrees for your high. 49 for your high in Eagle with a 90% chance of rain. And 70% chance of rain here in Avon with 47 degrees for your high. Now we're going to see what tonight looks like. Tonight's going to be a nice cold night. You want to get all bundled up. 28 degrees for your overnight low. And we might get a little rain and snow, a little mixture for you at 40% chance of that. Partly cloudy skies. Your sun tonight will set at 6:08 p.m. Taking a look at the full week. Tomorrow, some more snow showers. It's already coming, everybody. 35 degrees for your high on Wednesday and 16 degrees for your low. Super cold evenings, everybody. On Thursday, back to some sunshine, mostly sunny, 45 for your high, 22 degrees for your low. By Friday, mostly sunny skies, 51 degrees for your high, 23 for your low. By Saturday, partly cloudy skies, 54 degrees for your high, 28 for your low. And then on Sunday, back with some afternoon showers at 50% chance of same with 50 degrees for your high and 28 degrees for your low. That's a look at your weather on this Tuesday morning. I'm Liz. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail right after this.
We are back with more here on Good Morning Vail. The elections are coming up, and with the election drawing getting closer and closer each day, workplace incivility is at an all-time high. Joining us this morning, we have Jim Link. He is the Human Resources Officer at the Society for Human Resource Management, also known as SHRM. Jim, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're going to jump right into it and start talking about this tense environment that a lot of people might be experiencing as the elections come up. And I'd like to ask you, what effect does this tense election environment or this election season have on people's work environments?
Well, the very first thing that we're seeing related to the election and everything else that's going on in our society right now is an increase in the degree and frequency of uncivil acts in the workplace. As a matter of fact, in our most recent survey, we believe that there are 201 million acts of incivility observed by Americans every day.
Jim, as we hear you talk about this topic and talking about workplace incivility, how common really is this phenomenon? How common is workplace incivility?
Sure. Workplace incivility occurs at a frequency that we're finding more and more heightened as we draw closer to the election, which is just in a few short weeks away. Roughly 80% of survey respondents told us that they had witnessed or experienced some type of different treatment in the workplace because of their political views. Now, those are very interesting numbers, particularly when you consider that those same survey respondents told us that only 37% of managers and leaders are effectively managing those incidents of workplace incivility.
This sort of activity, can this sort of work environment or this sort of workplace incivility lead to violence?
Incivility in the workplace can certainly lead to violence. As a matter of fact, 70% of our survey respondents told us that they've seen some type of act of violence either in their workplace or in their work environment over the course of a set period of time. Now, this is interesting because when you think about what people are observing in the workplace, we would hope that it would be a safe place where that people can come to express their opinions, to do the things that they want to do, following some type of rules of engagement around engaging in civil discourse in that same workplace.
Jim, as we mentioned before, you're the Chief Human Resource Officer for SHRM, so you're working with this type of situation all the time. What are some of the best practices or expert advice that you can give to people on conflict resolution in the workplace?
Well, the absolute best thing that you can do is establish the boundaries under which conversation should occur. If you think about what we're missing today in the workplace, we've really, in some ways, lost the art of conversation, the art of civil dialogue, really engaging with people in a respectful, honest, sincere way to accomplish a common purpose or an outcome. It's still okay to actively listen to others. As a matter of fact, in many organizations where that they're trying to resolve conflict, they're spending more and more time in face-to-face communication, talking about the things that really matter for both the individuals involved, but also for that particular business.
Jim, how can company executives help address signs of polarization in the workplace?
Well, polarization is certainly an element that we're seeing in our society today. Clearly, a big component of that is driven by what we're seeing happening with a federal election coming up very soon. But managers and leaders are tasked with dealing with these circumstances and situations in their own workplaces. The first thing to do is realize that that polarization is there. Whether we like it or not, it's happening in our workplaces. So how do you resolve that? The first thing you do is determine really what that polarization is and what's driving it, what it is about. And you do that by simply asking and understanding. There are several ways to do that. You can survey folks, you can engage in constructive dialogue with employees to really understand where that polarization is occurring. I think the second thing that's vitally important that we do related to polarization is if we do see it occurring, we take active steps to ensure that it doesn't impact the downstream impact of either employees or the business. Now, this is important because with that large number of uncivil acts that we're seeing reported across our society, we do know that in the workplace, that can lead to losses of productivity, of profitability, and other measures, which are clearly important for business leaders to get their arms around.
Jim, what does see something, say something look like in the workplace? We hear this all the time, see something, say something, but what does that really look like in the workplace?
See something, say something is an element that we first really were introduced to as a result of a lot of the terroristic threats that were happening in our society 20 or more years ago. But that's permeated into the workplace in a way that I believe is positive. If you think about giving employees the power, that if they see something that's discriminatory or harassing, let alone violent in the workplace, that they immediately report that up to their management teams or to human resources professionals who can help to address that specific situation, but more importantly, help to ensure a safe, effective, and comfortable work environment for those employees.
Jim, we are wrapping up here, but is there anything else you'd like to add on this important topic?
We would encourage everyone listening today to make for sure they go to shrm.org. And at shrm.org, there are free resources to help both employees, managers, leaders, and businesses themselves engage in 5 really active steps that they can do to ensure civil conversations are occurring in their workplace.
Jim, thank you so much for joining us this morning and speaking to us about workplace incivility as the elections come up. Definitely an important topic, and we appreciate you taking the time for speaking with us today. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back with more of Good Morning Vail right after this, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Stevie Lee Woods presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
Where I drank my first in where I found Jesus. When I wrecked my first car, I tore it all to pieces. Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Coming at you from around the world. The biggest names in sports, entertainment, and business.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's no way.
Exclusive access and one-on-one conversations.
Yeah, you guys really did some deep research.
I don't think we should give him any more information.
In depth with Graham Bensinger.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Liz, for TV8's Good Morning Vail, and I have a very special person sitting next to me on the sofa. This is a first responder that we all need and love in our community, and you guys take such great care of all of us. This is Hugh Fairfield Smith. How are you this morning?
Good, thank you.
And you're the Eagle River Fire Protection District.
Yes, ma'am.
I got that. It's a mouthful, but it's okay.
It is.
You don't just say fire department anymore. You have bigger, nicer, longer things. But first of all, I want to thank you for being here this morning. And I also want to thank you and everybody that you work with for your service and your bravery and all of the wonderful things that you do to take care of our community. I mean, it's a really crazy thing you guys do.
Oh, thank you.
You sign up for danger. But I know there's a lot of other things that you guys do also to keep us protected. I know one time I got wounded and you all showed up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're there for us for almost pretty much every aspect of life. And that's really important. And I want to get into a couple of things that we have coming up in the election. But first the reason I invited you guys here is because you have some mitigation projects that are ongoing but also coming up.
Yep.
Now, a lot of people aren't really sure what those are, and sometimes those controlled burns and things like this. A really quick, funny story. When we first moved out here, I'm from Florida, I had no idea, and we went to a park. Guess who called the fire department? Yeah. So, they came, they explained it to us. And I was like, oh, something new you learn every day.
Yeah.
But now I know a whole lot more after being here for 15 years, and I've just been seeing all the wonderful, kind things that you guys do for our community. So how do you let people understand what is the difference between a controlled burn and a burn that might be not necessarily there for good purposes?
Oh, absolutely. And I think maybe a little backstory, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Eagle River Fire Protection District is the parent agency and the coordinating agency for the Eagle Valley Wildland Program.
Nice.
And the Eagle Valley Wildland Program is a partnership between Eagle River Fire Protection District, Greater Eagle Fire Protection District, Gypsum Fire Protection District, and the county. And then that's blossomed into what we call stakeholders, and that includes all the metro districts and the towns. So town of Avon, town of Eagle, town of Gypsum, and Beaver Creek Metro and Cordillera Metro, and about 27 different stakeholders.
You cover the gamut.
We cover everything except for the town of Vail, and it's just that's their municipality, and we still work very closely together.
I was going to say, what happens if something happens? No, we don't cover that.
They still have a great wildland program, and they're
sure.
very proactive. And but the Eagle Valley Wildland Program stretches across Eagle County, and so a lot of the projects that people might be seeing, some of those thinning areas or fuel breaks on ridge tops, well, that's in the name of wildland fire mitigation.
Oh, okay.
And what we're doing is trying to create a tactical advantage through creating healthy ecosystems.
Nice.
So a tactical advantage provides our firefighters with the best opportunity to protect homes and communities in a fast-moving wildfire event. And some of the byproducts of those wildland fire mitigation projects are slash piles that are created, which are, we basically build large campfires, right?
Nice.
And we have to the tune of about 10,000 piles throughout Eagle County.
Wow.
And so in the winter months, you'll see us coming out and burning those. So you might see some smoke in the air. And if you're not signed up for EC Alert, we strongly encourage people to sign up for EC Alert.
Yeah, now that's an app on the phone that's pretty easy to sign up,
Yep.
and it really does give you a nice heads up on things, and it just keeps us informed.
Yeah, and it's as simple as just Googling EC Alert Eagle County, and
Right.
it takes you right to the portal, and you can sign up. And so then we send out alerts of, wildfire project happening, wildfire mitigation project. There'll be controlled burn in Beaver Creek, for example.
Okay.
Which tomorrow we might actually have a controlled burn in Beaver Creek where we're going to try and burn about 300 piles. And we'll be pushing pretty hard in Beaver Creek in front of Birds of Prey because we want to get all that cleaned up before
nice.
the big ski race. So
Yep, that comes on around December 3rd,
yeah,
too.
yep. So it's coming quick, and we got about 4,000 piles just on the mountain itself.
4,000 piles.
Yeah.
Wow, that just sounds like so much.
It is, and these things take a while, and we have to meet all these specifications to do controlled burns. And one of those is smoke ventilation. We want to make sure that the smoke gets up and out and does not impact the community. Because the worst case scenario is we have smoke come into the valley and we just suck everybody in.
Yeah, and then the breathing and the health issues and everything like that. So how do you go about making sure that happens?
Well, we just have to wait for the perfect days. And usually it's like right in front of a snowstorm or when it's snowing, you have good ventilation because there's wind and it'll just push the smoke up and out.
Nice.
So it just depends. And so we're very constrained by the weather on how much we can burn and how often we can burn. Of course, we got to wait for there enough snow so that we don't have any issues surrounding, escape or anything like that.
So what are the, I know summertime, obviously, I mean, we can just spontaneously combust sometimes. It's just so hot. And people throw their cigarettes out the cars and little things like that, cars on the tires and things like that. So it seems like it's very easy to begin a fire in the hot time. What are the odds of having fires in the cold season here when it's winter and stuff like that?
Well, we're starting to see a trend, especially since 2018 and into 2020, where mid to late October actually really becomes fire season.
That's interesting.
And the Marshall Fire, that happened in mid-December, late December. And so what we're seeing in these colder times before the snow comes is we'll still have high winds, but the fuels, the vegetation, the grass, the brush, the trees, they're so dry because they're dormant.
They go dormant,
They've gone dormant. And we actually see sometimes some pretty big fires in October and November.
And you would think they'd be easily contained because it's cold out. Hey, throw some snow on it. That's not that easy.
Well, if there's snow on the ground, totally different story. Yeah. But, right before the rain that's happening right now, we were at high fire danger.
Wow.
And we could have easily had a pretty fast-moving grass fire. So
people should know this because it's something that I always think, we can relax a little bit, but really you have to be even more conscientious. Like you said, the trees are dried out, the leaves are all dry, falling on the ground. It can really catch quick, and everybody wants to go camping and start the little fires. And a lot of people don't understand this, that if you walk away from a fire at a campground and it's not out, it could be deadly.
Yeah, and we deal with those all summer long, us in the U.S. Forest Service, and it's an unattended campfire that people just don't put out. And that fire that happened earlier this summer in Leadville at Twin Lakes, that was from just that situation.
I know. It makes me mad because people, I can't even imagine what you guys think. You just want to shake people, right? And just say, come on, what's wrong with you? This is your beautiful place that you live. Don't do something stupid.
Yeah, and if it's in a ring, great, but a lot of times those rings are just rocks on top of vegetation.
Embers are everywhere.
So take the time and pour water on it and stir it around and just make sure it's cold to the touch before you leave the campfire.
Very good idea. Make sure it's cold to the touch. Well, you'll know if it's not.
Yeah, there's been times where we come up and the dirt is so hot that the dirt is boiling.
Wow.
It's been burning for that long, and it's just, you move it around and the dirt boils.
Fire is no joke, you guys. Now, we have a couple of minutes left to talk, and I want to bring up something really important. We think you guys are so important, and this is one of, I don't talk about voting much, but I'm definitely voting 6A. Can you explain to everybody what 6A is and why they should vote that for you guys? Because without it, we don't have all the resources that you all need.
Well, I'll just quickly explain why we did 6A. And so Eagle River Fire Protection's mill levy, the way that we receive tax revenue based on assessed property value.
Oh, okay.
That has been capped at the 2012 revenues, and that was by voter approval in 2012. And what we're seeing is through inflation and growth and all these other aspects that we have in the community, our revenues are not keeping up with the demand of the district.
Okay.
And, for example, a fire engine's gone up 50% cost, 30% cost in a lot of cases. And they're well over $1 million now for us to get some of the equipment that we need. And all these things are going up. So it's become more difficult for the fire district to maintain what we need to be able to get the tools and equipment that we need.
Okay.
So the Board of Directors for Eagle River Fire Protection District approved ballot language for a sales tax, which that just came out in Colorado law this year, that special districts can do a sales tax initiative.
Okay.
The sales tax initiative that you'll see if you live within Eagle River Fire Protection District is up to 0.79%. On $100 spent on sales tax, and that does not include groceries or medication or anything like that, you would pay 79 cents if that's what they choose. The last board meeting, there was talks of doing that much lower because we don't quite need that 0.79% yet.
Okay.
But it's for the longevity of the department. There is talk of fire stations being opened in Walcott and Eagle Vail with the growth that's happening. So the demand is high, and it's just a way for us to help maintain and get the equipment that we need at the fire district.
Well, that pretty much sums that up, and I think that it's very important for everybody to definitely vote yes on 6A. We need these guys and women. You all do such an amazing job for our community. We're very grateful to have you all, and we thank you so much, and thanks for getting up early and coming on in here this morning with me. You guys, this is Hugh Fairfield Smith with the Eagle County Fire Protection District, and you cover all of it, so I just want to remind everybody to be very grateful for our firefighters and everybody that takes care of us here. And you all are wonderful and amazing, and we really do thank you. And I just want to tell you that the entire community is grateful for all of you guys.
We appreciate the support, and it's a fantastic community. Thank you
so much. Vote 6A, everybody, when it's coming up. It's just around the corner. We'll be right back with more TV8 after this.
Good morning, Vail.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Create fall memories in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
I'm Jason Kennedy, and this is The Wager. Let's go, Wes! We've all heard about this pickleball craze. Celebrities are playing pickleball matches all the time, and they're challenging each other to these ridiculous bets. Now I'm bringing the cameras to their house with new celebrities and a new bet every week.
Hell of a rally there.
It's just real, genuine conversation.
I got invited to Usher's birthday party. What am I doing here?
And some pretty crazy antics.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. We're back here in the TV8 Weather Center to take a look at the day. Lots of precipitation for you guys. You probably woke up to some rain, and we will have 80% chance of that precipitation throughout the entire day. By 8 a.m. it'll be 42 degrees, and then we will have noon 43 degrees with rain showers, 43 by 4 p.m. as well with a few more showers. Then it'll clear up a little bit by the evening at 8 p.m., 35 degrees and clear skies. Now we take a look at Denver in the I-70 corridor, 63 degrees and sunshine over in Denver. Then pure clouds all the way around here over in the valley. In Vail, 80% chance of precipitation and 47. 49 in Eagle with 90% chance of precipitation, and in Avon, 70% chance of precipitation and 40 degrees. Tonight, your overnight low is 28. Rain and snow chances overnight are 40%, and your sun will set at 6:08 p.m. Taking a look at the week now, tomorrow, 40% chance of snow and rain, 35 degrees for your high and 16 for your low. On Thursday, sunny skies come about again, 45 degrees for your high and 22 degrees for your low. On Friday, mostly sunny skies with 51 for your high and 23 for your low. And then we get a little bit more cloud roll in on Saturday with 54 for your high, 28 degrees for your low, and then by Sunday, a little bit more precipitation, afternoon showers, 50 degrees for your high, and 28 degrees for your low. Now that's a look at your weather. Now we're going to go take a look. Ross had a great conversation with Rugs Benedict. They're the greatest place for carpeting here in the valley and flooring. Let's take a look at the interview and find out more about Rugs Benedict.
Welcome into Rugs Benedict here in Avon. I am with Mandy Benedict. Mandy, how's it going today?
Fantastic. How about you?
Doing great. I love the store here in Avon. It's beautiful. So much more than rugs. What do we have here?
So we have basically anything for your home. If you want to create unique designs, see some of the cutting edge things that are available, that's one of the things that Rugs Benedict specializes in. Is we have partnered with people from all over the world to bring in the most beautiful things to our Vail Valley. So this specific product is the very end of the tree. So you're just seeing the top of it. It's a very durable product, but also extremely unique. So we use this on wood walls. We use it for flooring. We have a lot of very unique products to just create a bit more interest in your home or your business.
Yeah, so obviously a great product, and it also looks fabulous. What else do we have here on this wall?
So we have some a little bit more rustic things that we use these actually for ceilings a ton, where you get some of that reclaimed kind of look and texture. And we use this. I actually have something very similar to this on the ceiling in my office at my house. So it just adds another element of interest and some design elements to your architecture.
Definitely. What other, you mentioned the office, what other rooms do you kind of recommend this for?
We use it all over the house. I would say you can do living room walls, game room walls. We even do like half walls, or you can do a section behind like your master bedroom, your living room. We do a lot of bar areas, office walls, any place that you want it to be a little bit more special. And instead of just having some drywall and paint, like this really adds a fabulous experience and design element to the room.
Yeah, definitely. I can see it bringing some vibrancy to a room. Can you talk a little bit about the installation process and the experts you have on your team?
Yes. So all the way from the time that you walk in the store, we have an amazing flooring design staff that is great in pulling things together, helping you discover what's going to look great. And then we have all employee installers, a lifetime installation warranty. We come out and we'll give you a free estimate on anything that you're interested in, help you find the perfect design for your space.
Perfect. How are we feeling right now, kind of wrapping up fall, rolling into winter? Any advice to folks right now?
just to come in and explore, check out all the great things. We're completely full on our inventory. We have a ton of products in stock that we can install and get you all set for the holidays and ski season.
Perfect. Anything else I should ask you, Mandy? Anything else you want to add?
No, I would just say come in and explore and enjoy the experience.
Come on into Rugs Benedict here in Avon, a beautiful space, so much more than just carpets. They have some beautiful wood flooring, wood walling, wood ceilings, so much more. So come on into Rugs Benedict in Avon.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I have somebody very special on Zoom today. Not only is he a professor, he's also an author and an attorney. I have Cash Nickerson on with me. Good morning, Cash. How are you?
Hey, how are you, Liz?
I'm doing great. Thanks for being up with us nice and early this morning here on Good Morning Vail. I hear that there's some really great reading out there. Now, I think that when it comes down to negotiations, a lot of us get a little nervous or tense or anything like that. This is a very revealing new book, and it's called The 7 Tensions of Negotiation. Now, can you give us an idea as to what this book is about and how it can benefit all of us?
Absolutely. So you mentioned stress and tension, and sure enough, whether we're negotiating with a child, a loved one, or in a real business situation, we feel tension. How much we feel it may be how much we've suppressed it. If you don't recognize the fact that you have tension or may have tension, then you're going to potentially blow up or give up and not know why, what happened. And this happens to us a lot, doesn't it? So I've identified in this new book, The 7 Tensions of Negotiation, what are the 7 common tensions that exist, so that when you sit down to negotiate, when you find yourself in negotiation, you can breathe and say, what am I feeling? Is it the relationship I'm uncomfortable with? Is it the outcome I'm worried about? Do I feel powerless? What tension am I facing? And then deal with that tension rather than blow up or give up.
I think that's a really important statement that you just made. And I have to say that just in our basic everyday lives, we have tension. So then when something comes about, like having to negotiate, like you said, even with a child or your neighbor or anything over anything that could be important, it gets, you get a little stressed. So I can understand why you wrote this book. How should people manage their tension? What are some good tools for us?
Yeah. So even getting in touch with your initial tension, take a beat, take a breath, feel in your muscles. The reason in an airport you see all those, massage places for your neck and shoulders is because that's where we often feel it. So you have to kind of actually get back in touch with it. And when you are feeling tense, which you will, identify what it is. If it's the timing, I said, hey, Liz, I need this by Wednesday. It's the timing. It's not me, but you may well attack me and say, you're always pushing me. But really, let's just address the timing. And if you address the timing and not attack the person, you're going to start the path to success.
And not only that, you're giving enough notice so people should be able to see the date, the deadline, and then work through it and maybe outline things, how they have to go about it so that it's all ready without all the choking anxiety because it's coming up. The date is coming up closer. So I think that's really, really cool. Now, I know you're going to have some really good tips for us as far as negotiating skills. Can you give us a few?
Yeah, I always come back to once you've identified yourself, you have to deal with yourself first. Then you have to observe the other person. What tensions are they feeling? Negotiation is a process of discovery. Asking and listening, asking questions to get at what the tension is that they're feeling. You may not have a problem with them, but they may have a problem with you. And if there's a relationship issue on their side, no matter what you say or no matter what you try to do, until you both acknowledge that and deal with that, it's all going to be stressful and intense and nothing's going to get done. So it's really critical. Get in touch with yourself and then get in touch with the other person.
I love that idea. That's great advice because, you know, we're all different personalities, we're all different characters, and we all have different levels of stress and anxiety and tension, like you say. So it's really important that we do what you say and get an idea of what the person is that we're dealing with and get in touch with our own boundaries for what we can produce without getting overly excited or tense or filled with just stress, because tension leads to stress, stress leads to anxiety, and then it's just not pretty after that. So let me ask you about your book. How long has it been out, and where can we find it, and all the other good stuff?
Well, you're getting a head start because it's just coming out in about a week.
Nice.
And so you're getting a head start. You can go to your favorite bookseller and pre-order it. You can order it at Amazon, or you can go to my website, cashnickerson.com, and order it as well. So the timing is perfect.
I think it's great. What made you write the book? What gave you the incentive to do this?
You know, I got tired of reading theoretical books that had nothing to do with our actual day-to-day negotiations. I was tired of reading about how maybe you could get one person to take the peeling of the orange and the other person have the orange. Everybody wants the orange. So I just felt there was a lot of unrealistic literature out there, and we needed to be real and get real about what really happens in our lives.
Well, Cash, you've done an amazing job. I can't wait to get my hands on this book. Will it be everywhere? Amazon? What? Local bookstores?
Everywhere. Everywhere you can get a book, it'll be there.
Well, I hope that you have a huge success with this. I have a feeling you will, because it seems to touch on the human spirit more than anything else, and that's what's important. So whether it's business, family life, personal life, get this book. It's going to be really, really good. The 7 Tensions of Negotiation, written by Cash Nickerson. I can't thank you enough for being here, and I wish you the best of luck, and I know it's going to be a huge success.
Thank you very much. It was my pleasure. Have a great day.
You too as well. Great information, everybody. Look out for that book, and we'll let you know when it hits the stores locally as well. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail on TV8 after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
This show looks at anything that has an engine and a story told by the owners. This is a scooter. Have you had it the whole time?
I have not. It's actually the 3rd time I've owned the car.
Sell, regret, sell, regret. To the actual prototype GT40, I got to sit in that car.
Oh, I gotta get me one of these, man.
We've got all the muscle, the speed, and the stories.
I got stage 4 cancer. A bunch of friends came together and decided that this thing needed to get done then. A lot of friends came together and made this thing happen.
Hey, if it has an engine and a story, you're going to hear about it on rides. Almost every vehicle, doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, there's some tie to your past.
Welcome to Nantucket Rope Bracelets. All of our stylish bracelets are handmade in our Nantucket workshop, using only the best non-shrinking line with soft, flexible finish. Find us at NantucketRopeBracelets.com and order your beautiful piece from Nantucket today.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Woo. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday morning watching Good Morning Vail here on TV8. I'm your host, Liz. Now, last week I had a really great in-depth conversation with the one and only Chris Romer from the Vail Valley Partnership. Now, he plays a big role with them, and there's something big happening tomorrow, and it's the State of the Valley. Now, there's a new spot that it's going to be in. It's now taking place at 9:30 in the morning at the Eagle River Presbyterian Church due to a high demand for this. So if you want to get yourselves involved, watch this clip, and you can find out more about what their discussion's going to be about and all the great topics. So take a look right now with myself and Chris Romer. Welcome back to the show. It's your Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vail here on TV8. I'm your host, Liz, and I'm super happy to have not only a great guest, but I consider a friend of mine. This is Chris Romer. You are the CEO of Vail Valley Partnership, and I'm really happy to have you here this morning. It's a great way to start my day. And you guys do so much through the partnership, and I know you have two big things coming up. Which one do you want to start chatting about first?
Yeah, we do, and thank you. And it's I appreciate my friendships throughout the valley, and it's always fun to come on TV8 and chat with you, Liz, and with others. So appreciate the opportunity.
Well, we love
and
having you
appreciate the kind words as well. Is one of our most popular events every year is our State of the Valley.
Yay!
Our State of the Valley discussion. So we'll have a number of local leaders and a facilitated and moderated discussion. And that State of the Valley event, again, we typically overflow the auditorium. People are really interested in hearing from local leaders on what they think, what they're seeing within their industries, what they're seeing for the upcoming winter season, some of their challenges, some of their successes. And it paints a really good picture to help people, again, have a deeper understanding of what's happening in Eagle County and a deeper understanding of the challenges that our businesses face and the work that's being done by our public and nonprofit partners to bridge some of those challenges and to address some of those challenges.
So in my strange theatrical mind, I picture one of those town hall meetings where everyone's like, but wait, and everyone's like, does it get heated? Or do people kind of just sit and understand and relax a little?
No, there are plenty of questions from the audience.
Yeah, that's what I was curious
There
about.
are plenty of questions from the audience. We build that time in because people want to be able to ask our local leaders different questions and different topics and explore some of their answers in more detail. But it's not pitchforks, right?
I swear you said pitchforks, and I'm picturing it in my head.
Yeah, because you led me there. It's not fire and brimstone.
Okay.
But there are always pointed questions and
Sure.
direct questions and challenging assumptions that people might share. So it's a spirited discussion, but in true Eagle County fashion, in a collaborative way, and in a way to help have a deeper understanding of what folks are seeing. And
so it's productive.
It's productive, and folks sharing their feedback. Again, in a productive, that's a great word for it, a productive way, in a constructive way, sharing their viewpoints and hearing from our leaders. So that is almost every year one of our most popular, most well-received. We get lots of comments from people just thanking us for bringing leaders together. And of course, we have some morning networking time built in for coffee and be able to chat with friends and colleagues and people you maybe haven't seen or haven't met before. So it's a really nice event.
I love that idea, and I just like the fact that the partnership brings everybody together, and you're always looking for solutions to anything that comes up, and it's not like you guys are there to battle. You're there to encompass. And it's really nice to see that you bring the community together and you do all these important special things. But you make it light and fun, too. You don't drag on and, make it seem like it's going to be some mundane event. You actually make them enjoyable. You bring on entertaining speakers and everything like that. So I think it's a joyous occasion when you guys do bring out these big events, because I think everybody needs them. Everybody wants them. And some people like to be heard and some people like to learn.
Yeah. No, great comments and great feedback. We work really hard to not only be a convener. I think it's important for us to be a convener, to bring together the private sector and the public sector and the nonprofits and the non-government organizations together. But that's only the first step. It's about more than being a convener. It's about being a convener to get things done.
Sure.
And to work with and make those introductions and make those connections and give people the opportunity to share their voice with leadership throughout the county. Be it the outdoor industry economy or be it the state of the valley. The theme is not just bringing people together. That's important. I would never discount that.
Excuse me, I'm sneezing.
Bless you. Poor Liz. Poor Liz is allergic to me this morning. We apologize for that. But it's about getting things done, and it's about being able to make connections, not for the sake of connection, but for the sake of building a productive, functioning community. And it's we do try to have fun with it, because the spirit of Eagle County and the spirit of the Vail Valley is that we should be having fun with the efforts that we do and take our work seriously, but understand what our core business is and not take ourselves overly seriously. So it's we don't want to lose the productivity for the fun, but we want the productivity to be fun.
Exactly, because there's a way to actually combine the two together and make people enjoy things that might otherwise seem like, oh no, like that. But let me ask you something, because you've been with the partnership for how long now?
I've been with the partner. I'm in my 18th year at the partnership.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And what have you seen change and grow since you started?
Oh my goodness, so much change in the past 20 years in this valley. I think some of the things that I'm most proud of that the partnership has been involved and engaged in is the creation of Core Transit, the Eagle Valley Transportation Authority. That now having free buses throughout the area. The growth at the Eagle County Regional Airport with new flight service this winter from Alaska and Frontier. Alaska and Frontier. And the growth that we've seen in the summer market and the local flight rebates through the EGE Air Alliance, which we administer and manage. And then the last part, and probably the one I'm most proud of in many ways, is a really coordinated and functional workforce system and talent pipeline development system for our students in our high schools to have career pathways and understand the opportunities that exist for professional careers through youth apprenticeships, through career exploration opportunities, and more to come on that. We are launching an adult apprenticeship program and working with our industry partners and our Eagle County partners and others to identify career pathways and really better promote the opportunities that exist not only in hospitality, but in the skilled trades and in education and other key sectors that we need for our community to be highly functioning into the future. So those are some of the things the change that I've seen and the growth that I've seen that's been really positive.
Well, I can say that all of it is positive, and I love the idea of the career, not manufacturing, but giving people ideas to expand their minds and their horizons, because you brought up the service industry. There is an amazing service industry here. There are also so many other amazing opportunities, whether it's a career or a job, whatever you want to do. I find people that are looking for a certain employment and they end up taking a whole different direction because a door opened and they never knew that they were going to be involved in something like that, and it opens up a whole new world to people. So I like the idea that you hold these things so people can get a vast idea as to what is here, and there's so much opportunity for growth and expansion in your mind and in your heart and just in your journey alone.
Yeah, and we want to map out that journey for people so they can understand what exists what training and skills-based building opportunities exist, so that the folks providing those opportunities can adapt them to the needs of the community and the needs of industry. But I think it's incumbent on us to do that, because we need a strong community, and without strong businesses and without healthy people working at and running those businesses, it's impossible to have a healthy community. We need to take care of our environment, we need to take care of our businesses and our people, and we need to take care of our economy, and all three of those things are connected. And without all three of them really doing well, it's impossible to have a community that does well. So we're doing our part, or we're trying to.
You guys do more than your part. You really do. You just embrace the community. You just take control and give everybody an opportunity for something, especially for growth or expansion or starting new.
Yeah.
Starting fresh.
Lots of opportunities for startup businesses and new businesses, providing them data and information about the area, be it our year-round demographics or the population estimates into the future, or visitor information. We have many of those calls every week with prospective investors and prospective businesses to better understand the Eagle County marketplace. So that's something that we do as well. And are
really
happy
great,
to do.
Especially because some people don't have an idea as to, you can move here from another place and think you're going to open up a business and it's going to work exactly like it worked where you were, and nothing is the same. So
yeah, we are a unique animal in many ways with our seasonality and our workforce and supply chain and all the other factors. And a great partner there is the Small Business Development Center. The Small Business Development Center run through the state of Colorado with a local Eagle County branch or affiliate, and they do a tremendous job of business coaching and helping people look at their financial statements and understand the marketplace and the demand and business plans. So that Small Business Development Association or Small Business Development Center is a great partner.
I think that's just fascinating, and I love everything that you guys do. It's all-encompassing. It's the Vail Valley Partnership. And Chris, I can't thank you enough for being here, my first guest this morning. This is Chris Romer, everybody, with the Vail Valley Partnership. How do people reach out?
They can find us right at vailvalleypartnership.com is the easiest way.
That was easy, and thank you again for being here. You're such a wonderful person. You do so much for us, and we are filled with gratitude for you. Thank you very much. Chris Romer, everybody, with the Vail Valley Partnership right here on Good Morning Vail on TVA. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh,
If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunity to points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point for this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Create fall memories in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Each week on The Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss The Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Good morning, Vail.
Let's take a look at our weather for our final chat right now on this morning for Tuesday. Rain showers throughout the entire day. By noon, 43 degrees. By 4 p.m., 43 degrees. Then the skies will clear up a little bit by 8 p.m. and it'll be about 35 degrees. Your overnight low is 28. 40% chance of rain and snow overnight. And the sun tonight will set at 6:08 p.m. So stay bundled up and have a really wonderful day. Stay dry. And don't forget, I want to thank our guests for being here, especially the Eagle River Fire Department. And vote 6A, everybody. They need all of the equipment and everything so they can keep keeping us safe. And I want you guys to have a wonderful I almost said Thanksgiving. Halloween, I won't be here, so have a great Halloween, everyone. Get out there and enjoy yourselves with the friends and the family and everybody else. My name is Liz. I hope you enjoyed your Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vail right here on TV8. Have a great week, everyone.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now!